Whether you want to have a good time with yourself or a romantic getaway using your own private vehicle, there is still nothing like a luxurious and fancy trip while riding in the finest private jets. They are totally sleek, eye-catching, and of course, too lavish. One thing's for sure. Everyone loves these turbos and everyone wants one. Who would not? But how much do these private jets cost? Well, giving you a little sneak peek, they surely cost a ton of money. Private jet flights are one of the most sought methods to jet set, and owning your own aircraft is one of the most highly priced ways to do it. When compared to chartering, owning a business jet has a number of advantages, including exclusive use, added convenience, and an infinite number of flight hours. The advantages of owning a private jet, on the other hand, come at a price. The cost of a private jet varies. The size, the engine, and the model's age are all elements that go into determining the price. There are other reasons that explain pricing discrepancies in second-hand private aircraft, which are more economical possibilities. In addition to the elements described above, one is the total amount of miles flown by the jet and its overall state. A private jet can cost somewhere around $3 million to $90 million, according to a common estimate. While this may appear to be a significant disparity in potential options, it just represents the diversity of choices available to potential private jet owners. That, however, just accounts for the base prices. Prospective purchasers must also factor in the costs of any upgrades they might want to add. If the owner wishes to add additional upgrades and adaptations for added world-class amenities, the price tag may easily reach the hundreds of millions of dollars. A brand new private airplane can cost anything from $2 million to $500 million. Consider the fact that the value is influenced by a variety of criteria, including the jet size, manufacturer, customization, and features such as engines and systems. Even while used jets are less expensive, they still cost a lot of money. In November 2021, a pre-owned 2019 Gulfstream G280 costs $18.5 million. The price can reach hundreds of millions of dollars with upgrades and personalization. The cost of purchasing a private jet is a portion of the expense of possessing one. A private jet's cost is determined by its size, the number of passengers it can transport, and the distance it can go. In a nutshell, gasoline is one of the most expensive items for private jets. Long-distance flights necessitate more gasoline for planes with larger fuel tanks. While the initial purchase price may appear high, many buyers discover that the true expense of owning a private aircraft comes much later. Unlike setting up a jet, owning one puts you in charge of the continuous costs of flying a plane on a frequent basis. There are still a handful of things that these private owners need to consider in upgrading their jets. While a jet can indeed be left as is, many purchasers prefer to change it, whether by just adding an additional touch to the interior or totally changing the configuration. Personalization will, obviously, come at the expense. A few private jet owners have spent upwards of $100 million on unique plane furnishings. Commercial aircraft, as modern as they are still unable to fly independently. If the owner of a private aircraft is not airworthy, they will need to recruit an in-flight staff, including a pilot. The cost will vary based on the crew and the number of working hours flown, but jet owners may expect to pay anywhere from $200,000 to $400,000 each year. Traveling at speeds of over 500 miles per hour on a regular basis will eventually put your business jet through certain mechanical damage. General maintenance should be done on a regular basis, and unforeseen repairs should be accounted for as well. The price will vary based on the model and the severity of the maintenance, but even fairly insignificant concerns like cracked glass can run into the tens of thousands of dollars. When it comes to the amount of operating a private aircraft, fuel is one of the most significant expenses, with jet fuel now costing between $3 and $6 per gallon, with sustainable aviation fuel costing much more. To store and safeguard the plane, a hangar is required. It's also another cost that is influenced by a number of factors. One factor is the plane's dimensions, with larger planes requiring significantly higher hangar rental fees. It may be feasible to get hangar space for a reasonably small private jet for $3,000 each month or $36,000 for the entire year. The important thing to remember is that all of these fees rise as you use them more. As a matter of fact, the more flights a private aircraft owner takes, the higher some of the above-mentioned expenditures will be. Even moderately traveling can result in expenses of between $400,000 and $900,000. That's a hefty amount of money for only a single flight. Costs are determined by a variety of factors, as is the case with everything in aviation. Furthermore, charges vary in almost every situation. That statement is exemplified by insurance. Aircraft property necessitates the purchase of insurance. Acquiring a private jet is a huge investment. Yet, if you travel regularly for work or recreation, the cost of a private jet will be ages before it is less economical than traveling domestically. It's critical to ensure that you can afford not just the upfront fees, but also the long-term costs of petrol, staff members, security, and maintenance before making the purchase.